Hey guys, what is up? Andaull here today, bringing you guys another video. So I am bringing you guys a cartoon conspiracy. This one was highly requested in my last cartoon conspiracy video. So with that said, we're going to get into this. Remember guys, if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like. And also comment in the comment section below what else you guys want to see, because I will make it. And also hit that subscribe button below. It helps out the channel and I greatly appreciate it. So basically, I'm going to read this article and I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it, and I'm going to tell you guys what it all means. So, well, what it says is, while watching a Donald Duck cartoon from 1935, the band concert, and some others, I noticed he did not have quite such an explosive temper as in later cartoons. With a little research on Wikipedia, I found out Donald had served as a paratrooper and commando in World War II, saw fairly intense combat. This made me wonder if perhaps Donald suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, related to his wartime service. Let's compare the symptoms of PTSD with Donald. Comparison number 1, exposure to a traumatic event. He had several traumatic experiences and training and near-death experience behind enemy lines. Which is true. I watched some of like the older cartoons like back from that decade. And yeah, he did have a lot of exposure behind enemy lines. He almost died a couple times. There's a lot of like weird scenes in there that you guys would think is kind of weird. Like he was one time captured and he was a prisoner of war and stuff like that. It was pretty bad. Anyways, so comparison number 2, persistent re-experience, e.g. flashbacks, nightmares. This appears to happen in many cartoons. So it does happen in a lot of cartoons, not just like the Looney Tunes and stuff like that, but you know. Okay, so comparison number 3, persistent avoidance of stimuli associated with trauma, e.g. inability to talk about things even related to the experience, avoidance of things and discussions that trigger flashbacks, and re-experiencing symptoms, fears, losing control. I've never heard him discuss these events in any cartoon. So if you like watch like the newer ones from like where Donald lives with like Bugs Bunny and stuff, he never talks about any of the stuff at World War II, what happened, anything like that. So that's also another thing. So yeah, comparison number 4, persistent symptoms of increased arousal, e.g. difficulty falling or staying asleep, failing or staying asleep, anger, and hypervigilance. Yep, so he has trouble falling asleep. Like if you watch like the newer ones, he has nightmares and stuff like that, tries to stay awake, and he tries to, you know, he doesn't try to stay awake, but he can't fall asleep. He has a hard time sleeping. So that's what happens on that. Comparison number 5, duration of symptoms more than 1 month. Yeah, by 60 plus years at this point. So basically this cartoon's been around for like 60 years, and he just always has symptoms of like anger and depression and stuff like that, like what PTSD is. And comparison number 6, significant impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning, e.g. problems with work and relationships. That describes Donald to a T. So if you watch like the newer ones, as said, where he lives with like Bugs Bunny and Bugs Bunny's rich, he doesn't have a job. That's the reason why he lives with Bugs Bunny. And he also has a girlfriend in that one that he has problems like, you know, staying with. He argues with her a lot. They don't get along. It's just, he has problems, you know, functioning like that, I guess. So this, at the bottom of this article, it says, of course, it could just be that Disney thinks explosive tempers are funny, but I think I may be onto something here. So yeah, basically he has PTSD, which if you guys don't know what PTSD is, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. It's basically something that what causes it is something that happened in your past. Like if you were a child and you were raped, it could cause post-traumatic disorder. If you were behind enemy lines and almost died, it could cause post-traumatic stress disorder, which is pretty cool. But no, my whole thoughts on this, I kind of have to agree, because if you watch like the older ones like I did, it shows that he was in World War II, and then when he comes back, he's just kind of changed. Like I was watching one of the comics, and before he went over to World War II, he found out that somebody was robbing from his fridge, and he set up a camera, and he found out that it was him sleepwalking the whole time and was confused by it. Later, that shows the same comic strip after he came back from war, and he finds out somebody's stealing food out of his fridge overnight, and he sets up a camera, or his nephew set up a camera after he blames them and chases them down with a stick and about to beat him. They set up a camera, and then they set up fireworks, and it shows him trying to sleepwalk and steal out of the fridge, but the fireworks go off, and he grabs like a javelin things and chases after his nephews and calls them Japs. So it shows kind of like the post-traumatic disorder, but you guys can go check this link out if you want. It'll be in the description below. Also, as said, if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like. Also, leave a comment in the comment section below what else you guys want to see. And hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out, and I greatly appreciate it. This has been Andaull, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out.